I hate the movie The Help. I haven't made a video in like a month, and I don't give a fuck. Wait, I can't swear in the first couple seconds. Whatever, YouTube, don't flag it. I don't know, I feel like that movie's just horrible. Let me explain. Okay, I feel like everybody knows the idea of like a white savior, but to save us time, let's read what a white savior is. Also, this video's woke. This video's gonna be woke. If you don't like woke or woke things, whatever. A white savior is a cinematic trope in which a white character rescues people of color from their plight. So like, do you remember in the movie, like, it was basically like, there's this one good white lady, I forgot her name. I didn't watch the movie in preparation to this, I saw it years ago. Like, and like, the movie's funny, right? Like, it's funny, like, she pooped in the pie, haha, that's so funny. We all love that. But it's like, who is this movie for? Right? Like, who is the intended audience for the movie The Help? Well, the director's a white lady, right? Which, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong about, like, white people making movies that center around people of color. But also, like, mama, why is this woman making The Help? I don't know. I feel like this is a movie for white people. This is a movie for white people to watch and enjoy. But why? Why is it for white people? Why do white people enjoy this movie? Well, it's because, like, when you watch a movie, when you watch a piece of media, you enmesh with the main character. Essentially, you think that you are the main character while watching the movie. It's what makes horror movies work. The character is scared, so you're scared. You kind of like feel the emotions with them. You get to experience their journey. It's why straight men love action movies, because it makes them feel manly to identify with the action star. So in the movie The Help, white people get to feel like they're the white savior. They get to imagine themselves as, like, standing up to racism, when they didn't stand up to racism. All they did was watch a movie, like a fantasy about a white woman who stood up to racism. And I don't like it. It's made to flatter the egos of white people. And that's, I don't know, I think that's weird. It's fine to, like, look, if you feel disenfranchised, you feel like down on your luck, and you want to watch like a Marvel movie because you get to feel like a superhero, great, whatever, okay? But a movie about racism, I don't know, it's like the equivalent of those horrible like TikTok shorts where they're like, this one doctor thought that this patient was just fat and they didn't deserve it, and then this other doctor, they saw them as a real person, and we as the audience are led to identify with the person who viewed the fat person as a real person. I don't think we as white people should be, like, fanning the flames of our egos when we're watching movies about, like, the Jim Crow South. Are you serious? I don't know. I feel like people, like, I'm not the first person to talk about this, but I feel like I kept seeing clips of, like, The Help on my TikTok, and I don't know, I think that movies like The Help create such a shallow understanding of how racism works and how you fight against racism, and a shallow understanding of racism will create shallow acceptance of people of color. It's like people who are like, well, I can't be racist, I have a black friend. Or think that racism is just being a bad person, and fighting against racism is like not, when like being racist is like contributing to systems and benefiting from systems. The more white people think that racism and fighting racism just means like being nice to The Help, like, I don't know, man. It's like cringe. That's so cringe for you to be like, well, I watched this one movie about racism, so I can't possibly like, ew, Michelle.
Ew, Michelle.